Alright, so in this video I will solve Blacklight Vulnhub. So our machine today is Blacklight, and as you can see there is no description out here. So it says only recommended that you use VirtualBox. That's why I recommend everyone to use VirtualBox for this machine, because when I tried the machine on VMware, it didn't get, or it hasn't been assigned an IP address using NAT or bridge networking. So I recommend you everyone to use VirtualBox for this machine and set the network configuration so that the IP address is assigned using or is assigned in bridge mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this machine is very easy, it's very simple. It's more a CTF machine than a pen testing machine, so it contains a lot of guessing, although these steps are very short. So we will be performing 3 steps in this machine, or in this challenge. We will scan the machine, determine the target protocols, and then we'll go ahead and see what we have on the web page. There is a Robot.txt file. In this Robot.txt file there is a hint about a port we need to connect to, and then you connect to this port and execute do some command injection attacks eventually to get root access. So let's start by scanning the machine, or discovering the IP address of the machine. So the IP address of the machine is no, okay, so 24. So here we go, we are scanning the machine, determining the possible IP addresses. So there you go, the IP address is the one which ends with 8. So nmap P for ports, A, SV, and the IP address. Okay, so we will wait till the scan is complete, and you will see that this machine doesn't require any advanced exploitation or any knowledge in buffer overflows, unfortunately. So we will always looking for an advanced or some kind of buffer overflows challenges that might get the learner to the next level of learning how to exploit, how to write or how to develop the right codes to break certain codes, and then to learn how to secure these codes. But it seems that the new batch of new machines in vulnerable hub sites are all about CTFing and enumeration, and that's all good. But right now for me, I haven't discovered anything for buffer overflows in the new machines. I think Pinky Balance version 3 has some kind of exploit development, because as you can see, if you remember the Pinky Balance version 1 and Pinky Balance version 2, both of those challenges have buffer overflows where you need to define the overflow line, and you need to write or develop a way to exploit. So then now I'm waiting, so I don't want to waste time. Just you need to go to the web page with 8. So here's the main page for the challenge Blacklight beginner level CTF. Clearly said beginner level. So if you started this challenge and you couldn't be able to solve it, then you know that you're a beginner and you need to dig more and learn more. Basically, there is no shame in being beginner. All of us were beginner in the first place. So okay, so as you can see here, the first page, if I click on view page source, as we do, so we see there is nothing here. Okay, so without the need to run any vulnerability scanner or automated tool, just write Robot.txt, and you'll see that there is 2 files or Flag1.txt and Blacklight Dictionary. Okay, so in a regular CTF challenge, usually the Blacklight.dictionary is kind of password file that needs to be used for upcoming brute force stages or instances, but in this challenge you will not use Blacklight Dictionary, so don't get confused. Just try to go to flag 1, and here you got the first flag, okay, which is very simple. I don't consider this as a pen testing challenge basically. So the second hint here is saying the secret is at home, okay, and there is 4 digits here, so it's very easy to say that these are port number. Okay, the challenge or the scan is finished, and as you can see we have port 80 and port 9072. So the next step is what you think is connecting to that port according to the hint and according to the scan result. So telnet 192.168.1.8.9072. Okay. So now you're connecting to the machine here, and I think I need to reset the machine because I will tell you why. But let me reset the machine first. Yes. So why did I reset the machine? So basically because when you connect to the machine in telnet here, you will have 3 commands here, or you can execute 3 commands, okay? After, or let's say that you execute one command one time and the other command second time, you have only two ways, or I mean, it's like you can only execute a command 2 times, okay? And if you execute the command more than 2 times, the listener or the console will shut down and you cannot connect anymore, okay? So let me see if the yeah, it's being reset. So going back to my main point, when you connect to this console over this port, try to execute, try to pick up a command and not execute this command more than 2 times, because if you execute that more than 2 times, the console will shut down and the listener will quit, and you cannot connect to the machine anymore unless you reset the machine as I did right now. So here you go. Let's connect again. Try to see if everything is up. Okay, so we are on the console, okay, after we have been kicked out, because I did the machine already and I have exhausted my number of times that I can execute commands. So basically here, Blacklight console mk1, type dot help for instructions. So dot help. Okay, so in this console you can see that we can execute 3 commands. Red hash, get one step closer, which basically, I mean, if you type read hash, sorry, so it gives you kind of hash, okay? This hash you need to take it to a file and then do John the Ripper, and you don't know what you're gonna do, with this password or the cracked password. So this is if no use, okay? Don't go with read hash. You have another option or fishy option here, which is .execute. So here it says you have the right to execute commands, okay? That's why I said it's not feasible to tell that this challenge is a challenge to develop your pen testing skills, because in real world scenarios you cannot encounter or face any situation or instance where you have a console that clearly says please execute command. So it's kind of develop your knowledge over CTFing. So execute, what can we do here? Here we can put a netcut listener or any kind of listener that connects back to our machine. So go here, new terminal, ncl netcat, setting our listener. Now, next step is to execute the right command. So we go to reverse shell here, cheat sheet. You can pick up any shell here, any kind. For example, you have PHP one-liner, Ruby one-liner, Python one-liner. I recommend you to go with the netcat one, which is here. Okay, so we copy this, and let me modify the listener or the line first. So let's modify the IP address. Put your IP address if you're attacking machine 1.7 and the port 43s. Copy that damn command. Paste. Let's see. Okay, so we got reverse shell connecting back to our machine. Now, what's the next step? Obviously, the next step is getting root. But surprisingly, if you type ID, you will see that this shell gives you root access or gives you root privilege. So you can see that now we are root. What's the next step is it says the secret is at home. So it clearly and conspicuously says you need to navigate to home directory and discover and find out what is the secret. So pwd, we are in root, cd to home, list the files. Yeah, damn shells takes time to list files. I hate this. Okay, let's execute the command one more time. Well, so it seems that it's not connecting anymore. We didn't receive any connection back. Okay, so I think that after now we are not allowed to execute commands on the machine. Let me see. Of course, we're gonna be thrown out because it's only 2 times that we're allowed to execute commands. It seems that the machine is stuck. Yeah. Quit. Okay. Let's try the new terminal here. And now we're not allowed to connect. Okay. So obviously we need to reset the machine again, but I don't want to waste your time. Basically, this is the main idea of this challenge is you get root access. Okay. The next thing is you need to navigate to home directory and cat a file. Let me do it. Okay. Let me reset the machine again. It's very frustrating. So your next thing is to go to home directory, okay, In the home directory, you will find a secret directory. It's called .secret. Then you need to cd to that directory, and you will have an image here, which is flag2 inside. It says, if you go to the image right now, flag2 inside. Yeah, the machine is not connected yet. Let's try again. Okay, great. It's not txt, it's gpg. Again, it's not found. Okay, delete and another terminal. Let's connect. Okay, so let's copy this again, and I need to modify. So here, and here's my port, or the listening port. So execute. Okay, so cd to home. Okay, so we have Blacklight directory here. So cd to Blacklight, listing the files. You will see the secret directory that the author is talking about. So this cd.secret. So there is a flag2 inside. Okay, it means that the flag is inside the image. So in order to discover the flag, you need to copy the image from here to the location where you can access it, which is the location of the Apache server, the public HTML directory of the Apache server of the target machine, which is var www.html. And then we need to go right to the directory or to the file here. So instead of this, okay, so it says good job, the flag is hidden in this image. To get it out, you must guess. Okay, so let me go here, and the first thing that may pop up in your mind is typing exif flag2 inside gpg. It says it doesn't have exif data, so instead we can write strings yeah, I need to go to desktop. So strings. So let's see what we have here. Okay, it seems that we have got nothing here using strings. If we retype the command using exif, it said to corrupt data. So I mean the main or the only way you can get the flag out of this image is to use outGuess, which is a tool or Steganography tool that you can use to extract data artifacts that are embedded inside images like text. which is the case we are dealing with right now. But outguess is a tool that I couldn't find on the internet, so that's why if you have any suggestions about how we can find this tool, which is outguess, or we can use another tool to extract the flag 2 from inside the image, which is your last step to complete the challenge, please put it down in the description on the video. And if you have another ways of getting root, also put it down in the comment below. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.